Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Napoli Central. My name is Giovanni, as always. Welcome back to the channel. All Napoli fans, welcome to the channel. If you're not a Napoli fan, welcome anyway. This is my Milan-Napoli review for you guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like this video. Let's try to get to 500 soon. I always do kind of a match analysis after the match for Napoli every week. But if you're of another team, might as well stop by, listen, maybe listen to what I think about the match. If not, all good. So there's no highlights just because of copyright reasons, and I'm not on my usual setup. I usually have Napoli things all over the place, but I got to do this quickly. So it was a 0-0 match, 0-0, however you want to say it. And, I think both teams really had their chances to score. The first half, though, I think Napoli played really bad. Most of my videos are from a Napoli perspective, so in a Napoli perspective, the first half was pretty trash. I mean, it was just lack of urgency going forward. Every time we recovered the ball, whether it was in defense or the midfield, we just really slowly went up. I didn't see the urgency to really score a goal. It's just, I think Milan was always able to catch back and settle in their own half and defend the ball. So I didn't really like that from a Napoli's perspective in the first half. And I also think Milan had the better chances in the first half, although the second half is really where all the chances for each team began. I think the first maybe 5 minutes of the second half, Milan had like 3 chances within the span of 2 minutes. It was like the 47th or 48th minute, something like that. A couple chances. Ospina made a couple great saves. So that was good to see from Ospina as well, because he's really been kind of just doing the European competition. Merit is really taking over the starting position in the Serie A. But Ospina was good today. Even when he was hobbled, he had got injured with a Koulibaly tackle to clear the ball, and he got right back up afterwards and made a save, a crucial save actually. So that was also good to see. Napoli also had plenty of chances. I think for maybe a good string of 20-25 minutes, Napoli was really good in the second half, pushing the ball up forward, more urgency. What I didn't see in the first half, they did in the second half. But all the shots were central. I mean, really all of them were central. Zielinski had a couple that were all central. There was one counterattack late in the game that Napoli had 4-on-2. And Verdi was subbed on for Mertens in the 80th minute. And he was on the left side of the field, depending on what angle you're watching from. But let's just say the left side. He was wide open. The pass wasn't given to him. It was actually given to the right side. And then another pass was kind of put over towards the middle of the top of the box. But it's just at that point, the momentum had slowed down, and the pass was also actually off. It's just that Zielinski was able to run up to it, and his shot was just right at Donnarumma. I mean, Donnarumma's a big guy, lanky guy, just tall. Not lanky, he's actually pretty solid, but just tall. You need to put it, in the bottom corner or the top corners, but it was just right at him, and Napoli couldn't, take advantage of that. So it was just a game of missed opportunities for both teams, because both teams could have really scored. I mean, for Milan, Piatek, or Piontek, however you want to pronounce his name, he came on, made his debut. He was really good. He didn't, obviously didn't score a goal. It was 0-0, 0-0, but he made great runs, and I think he'll be very good for Milan. Paqueta, from what I saw today, was pretty solid too. I think he's just getting acclimated, just hasn't, been in Serie A, so he's kind of rushing things. But the starting 11 for Napoli was a little questionable for me. I don't know why Diawara didn't start, because we didn't play Allan, and Allan was dropped for the match. So I don't know why Diawara didn't start. I didn't really like Zielinski and Ruiz in the midfield. I mean, Ruiz was good, and Zielinski just needs to do better with his shots, but Zielinski is more attacking-minded. So in the first half, Bakayoko and Kessie were having field days. I mean, they were running us over in the midfield, and that was the downside of not having Diawara. So I don't even know why he wasn't subbed on. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is. Some questionable call on, Ruiz had a yellow card in the first half, Fabian Ruiz, and then in the second half he was given another yellow for a handball, although it had hit right off his chest, and then I guess caught his arm after that. But it's like a ricochet. What is he going to control? But he was given a second yellow. He's thrown out of the game. Obviously 2 yellows is a red. Duh. I mean, so he's expulsed from the game, and then Ancelotti gets an expulsion. Why is he sent off? Because he said it's not a red card. If you watch the replay and he was mouthing it, I'm pretty sure I only saw him saying that's not an expulsion, that's not a red card, and he's tossed off. So Doveri had a little bit of a rough ending to the match there. I really don't know what happened there, but like I said, it's a game of missed opportunities. I think Both teams had their chances. It didn't really work out. And now they play again in the Coppa Italia. Now, I hope Napoli's at home at the San Paolo. I hope they go out and win that game just for the sake of getting further in the tournament, trying to get a trophy. Hopefully we get either a Coppa Italia or Europa League this year because Serie A is out of question. I mean, now if Juve wins tomorrow, they're like 11 points behind, which means that Juve needs to lose 4 games, and it's just not going to happen. You know, at this point, they're still undefeated. So we'll see what happens next week. I'm probably going to be at work for that game, so if I am, I'm not going to be able to make a video maybe the next day. But if you guys enjoyed, if you guys have anything to comment on... Oh, actually, one more thing. Insigne is still not that great. He should have been taken off earlier, I think. I don't know what's wrong with him. You know, the lack of creativity, it's not there. He's not as sharp anymore. He hasn't been doing too much on the wings. I'm not sure, you know, what it is. Maybe it's just the drought. Hopefully he snaps out of it soon. But it's bad because we need him to be creative. We need him to score goals or set up, you know, other guys. Besides that one lofted cross to Callejon, he wasn't that great. So just wanted to say that as well. And now against Samp, we'll be without Ruiz, which is tough because Quagliarella scored in 11 straight games and he's on a freaking roll. So that'll be interesting to see since they beat us earlier in the season. So like I said, if you have any thoughts, comment down below. Like the video, subscribe if you have not. Please do. It really helps out. And we'll catch you guys later. Ciao.